Hey guys, it's Shoddy here. Welcome to part 12 of my Let's Play Robot Arena 2 series. Just hang on a sec guys, oh no, that's all good. But yeah, this is the Ironforge mod. As I promised the previous two episodes, I wanted to show off Ironforge a bit. Unfortunately, I'm not actually going to be able to do career mode, I don't believe. Basically because I've tried two times already to record this and everything. Both those times when I was in a fight, I believe maybe too many parts or something kept going on, and basically it kept crashing the game, freezing the game and everything. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm gonna show off my robot. I'm gonna cancel the event it's currently in. But yeah, basically this is my robot, which is basically a face spinner. I've not named it yet, but basically it's a heavyweight. But yeah, let me explain the meta of this game first. Basically the the weight classes are being completely changed. For instance, the limit for lightweights is now maxed at 125, middleweights are 200, and heavyweights are 400. There is a little bit of a trick though. That's with these ballast here. Basically, a ballast weighs 50 kilos each, and if you at a maximum of four of them, you can use it pretty much as free weight. So I believe it's kind of get around the fact that this robot would be classed as a middleweight if I left the ballast off, even though it's technically a heavyweight in this mod. But yeah, basically that's it. And the wheels are a little bit different as well. You only get some choices of wheels, but you can also choose like the size of them. And yeah, they all have the different stats. And you also got a tread, which requires a special motor. So obviously haven't built it on this one. Maybe in the future I will do that though. And also you got a limited amount of weapons, but you can also change the size on that as well. But yeah, I've used knives for this because I wanted to test how they are. I've not really. Apparently they're not that good because they have it's a bit hard to explain, but they have something called normals where basically you only really do damage with like, sharp edges, I believe. I believe that's how normals work and no normals and shit like that. And yeah, basically these are just reskin Z-Tech motors, but from the stock RA2, but I believe their stats have been changed dramatically, and you can also change like the size of those. I've chosen the large ones here, and you can also do yeah, kind of like that. I believe you can fit two weapons onto each one, so it may be useful for some people playing, but not for me. And I've also added a disc for top protection. I couldn't do bottom just because it would change like the entire control of this robot. It would basically not control at all at some point, so I have to leave that there. And you also got the wedges there. Basically, the building rules of this is basically like in DSL. They have to be realistic up to a standard, up to a point. Like, doesn't have to be completely realistic. Although that is a building style, it has gotten popular in the past couple of years. But yeah, basically, they have to be at least a little bit realistic. You can't just can't like stack anything or anything. Use like all of the RA2 stock glitches. But yeah, basically battling in this mod. Basically, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to do one-on-one death matches. Just gonna do it in, I don't know, combat arena or something. And yeah, I'm basically gonna have to fight it up in there because otherwise it's just gonna glitch out completely. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this one at a time. So we got beer goggles here. Just gotta get the right camera. But yeah, basically I really needed to yeah, otherwise it'll just completely glitch out. So I'm gonna have to do it this way. And one thing about two that I noted the first time I tried to record this, the person who made this mod, 123 Save the World, up on GameText Mods, it was released about 2 years ago now. So, but yeah, basically he was one of the best DSL, one of the best top three DSL builders of all time in Robot Arena and DSL, yeah. So these bots are going to be built to very high quality, and I believe this has steel 10 armor as well, and something that's got completely ripped off there. I'm not quite sure what. I feel it was one of my wheels, but apparently not. See, as you can see, these robots are quite tough to beat. So yeah, these are the standards we're going to be up against. And I believe there's another. Yeah, there's two heavyweights for each team, so I suppose it's a little bit. That's a little bit of an advantage of going just free play and everything, not having to do with career mode, but you actually get to face all the robots since these are six-man teams, and basically if you're just playing career mode, you'll never have the chance to face robots like House of Stars or anything like that. So yeah, that's a good thing about this mod, playing on this mod for Let's Playing. But I would rather be playing career mode, but as you said, you can only work with what you got, so I could probably technically I just skip rumbles, but again, like that's just counterintuitive the best. So yeah, I don't believe I'm gonna win this fight either, just because they seem to outweapon me quite a lot. So yeah, this is the building style I've really got to get up to if I have any chance of getting better at this. Because I'm stock in DSL, especially like original, but I should be fine just playing through that just in general. But Ironforge, it's a brand new mode for me, so I don't know what kind of robots work, what robots don't. So yeah, it's going to be interesting just to see how everything works out and or stuff. Oh fuck! I've got a. Holy fuck! I'm having trouble speaking this episode, but anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm gonna learn new things while I play Ironforge. It's pretty much just what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm just getting pooned at the moment. Like, I've lost the wheel. That motor's definitely gone now. Something else just flew off. And yeah, now I've just been destroyed. And I believe I got still 10 armor on this as well. So yeah, I've got like the best armor as well. Unless Titanium 10 is better, but I believe armor was changed up quite a bit. So there's only one heavyweight in this team it looks like. So I'm just gonna go up against that. Not sure if I'm gonna do the whole like every heavyweight in this one episode, but yeah, I'm gonna do as many as I can. Ooh, wow, that's a very fast spinning hammer. And I believe there's a 70 kilos. They're definitely the heaviest hammers that you can get in this mod, but I don't know if they're 60s or 70s, because if you notice the other robot that's in my team, I've used those hammers for that. Like, and even then, that wasn't really all me. Like, the chassis and everything was provided by the tournament host, because that robot was for a tournament I entered in a Game Tech mods form, where basically you got given the chassis and you had to basically build the weapons and everything else with it. So had to fit this general theme and everything. So, but anyway, I did pretty well now. I actually made the grand final before I actually lost to the host. So gotta say, I actually did pretty well, and that was a Havoc explosion. It's a little bit more of a bitch, but to be honest, I don't think that can actually oh, now I can't really control myself. Oh, can I actually self-right? I'm doing some little weird trick here. I don't know if, I believe the face spinners, though, may have just prevented me completely from doing it. Oh, no, I should be able to get the W anyway, because that's completely on its back and it can't move at all, so. And I can at the very least move a little bit, so. So yeah, that's my first win in Ironforge, actually. Or at least in this Let's Play, anyway. Anyway, let's just go on to the next. I'll probably go up to around here and then stop the episode there and maybe do the rest of these teams in the next episode. Depends how many heavyweights I have to go up against. Anyway, there's 2 here, so see how this goes. I really got to default to the orbit cam, especially when he's in the combat arena. Ooh, this looks quite unstable, but I'm trying to stabilize my robot myself. But so it seems like it's a hammer, or or maybe a flipper actually. It's just upside down. Anyway, it's being completely ripped off, so the fun part about this is a lot of parts are going to go flying off, so you're going to expect to see a lot of destruction with these mods. Yeah, I obviously want to build like as many weight limits as I can. I believe there was also an AI pack released by the best builder in Ironforge that's currently out there. Mainly because he's like the only one who actually focuses on Ironforge these days, so I'm definitely going to have to test that out as well in the near future. But anyway, while I'm loading the ropes, I'm just going to go stock Ironforge, I suppose. And yeah, it's still quite a challenge, don't get me wrong. So, yeah, I'm going to have to see what kind of bots I can build and everything, so. See my limitations, see how well I can do against these robots, see if I can beat the one. Alright, I apologize for that, guys. The fuck decided to crash again, so. I've changed the arena this time to the low lag arena. I'm hoping that does something. As I said, it's just basically just a giant square, so yeah, hopefully that just stops the game from crashing every so often. I've got no idea why this mod's so prone to crashing. It doesn't work like this on like you know, stock or DSL or any of the other mod packs I play for that. It just seems to be Ironforge at the moment, but anyway, that may be the reason why this arena was actually created, just because it may be a general problem. So as you can see, we've got no hazards or anything, which so basically it's kind of like the combat arena. I mean, the hazards don't really affect too much in uh, the combat arena anyway, so yeah, at the moment this seems to be dominating me. I've only got one wheel and this seems to be a very quick robot, so it's got a lot of weapons as well, so yeah, it could be a struggle actually getting any hits or anything like that, especially with only one wheel. I mean, even with two, it was a lot quicker than me, so unless I somehow manage to rip one of those wheels off or somehow get under it and attack the underside, like a gut ripper or a pop-up or anything like that, but that's basically the only chance I've got, because I've got basically no control movement at the moment. It's basically just a little bit of movement from me, but mostly him just pushing me around. So yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to win every fight in this series, like straight away. Just because I've got no idea, because 123, as I said, it's a very high quality builder, so, and it seems to have stuck around for this mod as well, so, because I believe, like, DSL and Ironforge building are pretty similar, besides the part you can use and the weight limit shit and stuff. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to chalk this up to a loss. I'm doing no damage whatsoever. I'm getting quite a lot of points admittedly, but he's getting a lot more than me. And yeah, at the moment it's just him ramming me around, not really doing anything. It's not really tearing up any parts or anything. So I did get a really solid hit into me into the wall there. But yeah, if you wanted to IRL build in this mod, then nothing's stopping you technically, but just don't do it. Like, you're gonna get fucked. Anyway, there's my motor gone, so hopefully it doesn't havoc. Doesn't seem to. There's my last wheel that's gone. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop the robot here. Only problem is he's just gonna keep ramming me. He's not gonna let me live. He's just gonna keep ramming me, so there'll be no immobilization period at the moment. Unless he managed to pin me somehow, but that's about the only reason why. Yeah, as you can see, he just keeps going in for shots. Yeah, I'm flying all over this arena. Getting bashed all over the wall. I could just stop it, but it is kind of fun to watch me just get bashed into the wall like this. It's like watching a Vlad the Impaler fight, or like a Tornado fight, just getting bashed into the wall. You know, Storm 2 even. Bashed into the wall, just getting fucked upon. Got no idea where the wheel just came off from. I believe he just pushed that onto me, but it sounded like something else came off. Where's one of my motors, which was holding the spinners, so this is doing a lot of damage to me. 3, 2, 1. And that's me done for that match. And as you can see, parts flying around everywhere. Anyway, that's this team done for. I'm just going to chalk that this fight up here for a win, so... Because I definitely would have won that had it not been for the complete and utter crash that this game decided to pull on me. Anyway, this is the robot we're fighting up against career mode. The first time I tried to record this, this is basically Mao. It's based on, you know, of course, the communist leader in China. And of course, it decided to crash on me again. Thankfully, I can at least tap out if he. Maybe try this again. So at least it didn't crash my game completely, so I didn't have to stop the recording or anything like that. But still, fucking annoying how this keeps on happening to me. I don't know if this happens to anyone else. But, yeah, just on my end, it just seems to crash constantly. I think it managed to flip me out of the arena it glitched me out of the arena somehow, which I believe is what happened. I've got no idea how, but I believe that's what happened to me. I don't believe I'm going to get the win here anyway, because I'm just getting completely and utterly smoked. My disc seemed to be holding up pretty well, actually, so... Because otherwise I might have already been destroyed, but... Yeah, these vertical spinners are quite tough. They don't look like much, actually, but they're tough. I mean, I've got a couple wins on this episode, so that's more you can say about, like, if some of the previous episodes, where I basically got, like, 1 or 2 wins, especially with some of the Robo Wars mods episodes. You know, for like spoiler alert, for my Code Black one or anything like that, where I basically got no wins whatsoever. But other than that, like, his probably not going to be one of my best showings either. Although it probably could be one of my most entertaining episodes, just because the amount of destruction that seemed to be on every angle, the amount of parts flying on everywhere, the amount of action that's on here, other than the crashing, but thankfully this time it's only happened once and hadn't really affected too much. Anyway, this looks like a hazard clone, so basically a vertical spinner. I believe this is also BFE'd for height as well. I could be wrong about that, but it definitely looks that way. So yeah, I've definitely got to try and get under it, but the problem is the weapon's so big. Oh, wow. I think something did come off though, so... Was that on his end? Oh, I'm not sure. I think I just got ripped off his whole entire spinner or something. Or that on my end. Nope, that was on his end. He's out of control. So maybe this, okay, so there is actually a chance you can build, IRL bots. If you make them really effective like this. This is definitely what I consider in real life, realistic, other than the fact that... Actually, no, this is in real life. The weapon's just long. I thought that was stacked for a sec, but no, I believe this is just a really long spike. Like one of those 70/120 centimeter ones, depending on what weapon it is. Because some weapons cap out at 71, some weapons cap out at 120 centimeters, so it's a bit random there. Only problem is if he keeps flying around and I can't actually get a hit or eventually destroy it, he's going to win just on points. Not that it really matters, but because I'm not in career mode, but I believe that's an iron spike, but I can't be completely sure. Definitely looks too long to be 70 centimeters though. Or it might be it might be a knife actually. Yeah, I believe that's actually a knife, which I believe can go up to 120. It would make sense if it could. Because it definitely looks like one of the knives I'm using right now, just a longer version. But yeah, it's just currently flying around. Go, basically chase it around. You would think if you in real life, someone would probably just stop the weapon right there, but yeah, obviously not in this game. The AI is not smart enough to do that, but it also makes it kind of a pain for me. Oh, nope, he's kind of stopping the weapon now. Oh, that's actually great. Well, not stopping the weapon, but I've seen to have actually got it pinned down, but unfortunately these wedges don't seem to be very good at all, and basically, yeah. And that just managed to rip off one of my weapons, well, my spinners, but I believe I actually got the other knife off of him as well, so he's got no weapon whatsoever. I'll check. Yeah, he only has like a little bar, and that's about it. Now I'm up on points, so I should be good. Only problem is I don't seem to be getting under him very well. If I had maybe another wedge, using another skirt hinge or something, because I got the extra ballast and shit to use as well, so... Yeah, maybe that'll be an idea for next time, but... Yeah, for now, let's just go ahead. I've got no idea why I can't really control very well at the moment. There you go. I'm controlling a little bit better now. Getting hits on that extender air, which is actually really good because that just means I get some extra points. And now I've actually completely ripped that off as well, so... Ooh, I actually did get under in there, but I couldn't really do anything about it. Shouldn't be this hard, actually. He's got a chassis wedge. I got these, skirt hinges and everything. So I don't know why he's getting under me. Actually, no, I believe it's something to do with... It's probably got ballast under there, actually, now I think about it. So, as far as I can tell, I've seen it with a couple of Babine. Like, Babine is basically a major AI tournament, or it was a major AI tournament for Robot Arena 2. But yeah, basically a couple of chassis wedges with ballast under, like right near up in the front of the wedge. Basically, they could get under like some pretty good wedges. So yeah, I believe that was going on there. So I'll actually win that. I'll probably do the next 3 teams and end it there. I'm up against Arthropod, which I also faced up against in the recorded episode that never made it to air. But yeah, basically it's kind of like, you know, just like an insect. It controls like an insect. It just isn't a spinner, so which is interesting. It's got a lot of power to it actually. Like of course it was in a 4-way rumble, so I didn't really have the best chance to actually go up against it. But still, and I've got no idea why this is doing this at the moment. I did have it self-righted, but couldn't last that way. I wish I made this a little bit more invertible, but It is kind of fine like this, I suppose. And Ironforge doesn't have the best control in the world since it's, you know, a spinner. They generally don't have good controls in Robot Arena 2. But yeah, I really need to self-right myself, because, yeah, it's not really doing too well at the moment. I'm not doing too well at the moment. Control is quite hard, especially with a robot like Ironforge, which basically is too quick for my own good. Ooh, yeah, it can deliver some pretty big hits as well. There is a lot of parts that could technically be ripped off this thing, but as I said, when I'm in this position, no, that's not happening. Unfortunately. I'm literally trying to go straight, which I am, but then you gotta turn and everything, which is just a massive bitch. Alright, I finally get up to the robot. Now I've gotta try and continue. That just ripped off some knives off me, but I believe I ripped off its tail as well, which is nice. Ooh, I thought I had him there. But yeah, there could be a lot of pieces if I get some good shots on him. There you go, someone's just being flown off now. So I've done a bit of damage, not too much though, that could be done. Ooh, that's done a bit of damage to me though. Yeah, I've got 12 knives in total, so I should be fine, but it is a little bit unstable now. I believe these are all weapons actually. I don't believe any of these are extenders. That actually flips me back up, so which is nice. So hopefully I'll be able to get a couple more bigger hits on it. I'm leading in the points race, so shouldn't be the hardest in the world. Only problem is the chassis is quite small by the looks of things. So to get up to that, I'm gonna have to destroy quite a lot, and I'm gonna have to center it the right places, right at the middle, I should say, which is where I'm aiming at. So yeah, I believe these are using flails and possibly car steering as well. I'm not quite sure about that last point though. These are definitely using flails because I've just seen a couple get ripped off. But yeah, I believe the drum may be, you know, car steering motors. But yeah, that's just ripped quite a few knives off of me, so this could end up being pretty bad. I mean, I'm leading the points race with only 30 seconds to go, but still, I want to rip as many parts of this as I can. Ooh, wow! That was a good shot. I believe that were his as well. Maybe one of the knives was mine, but I believe most of them were at the very least hidden. I guess we got a wheel off. So yeah, definitely still some damage that can be dealt to this robot. There's definitely quite a few pieces still to go as well. There you go, there's some more damage. I just ripped off like quite a lot of the robot actually, so yeah, I ended up winning that thankfully, so but yeah, as you can see, a lot of pieces over there. That's what makes this mod so fun to play. Like, as I said before, it's like Starcore actually, with, if you're aware of that mod, I mean, basically it's just a stock AI pack, and definitely not like a, you know, a realistic mod like this, as I get a Havoc explosion there that actually goes in my favour. Oh wow, this Havoc's a lot. Did he test this, or was it not happening on his? That's interesting that there's a robot that Havocs this much. And again, there was robots in this and just general stock, so possibly there may be some problems there, but that he really couldn't fix, but still. Is that a flipper or no, it's just an axe. Well, not technically an axe, it's technically like two swords pretty much. I believe they're spikes, I know that. I don't know what kind of spikes though. No damage that's actually been done at the moment, just a couple of Havoc explosions. No pieces have actually flown off yet, which is... Nope, there you go. I've just ripped off both the axes. And one... Oh no, I thought I've ripped off one of its little wings areas as well, but that's not been accomplished. Only problem is he's gone right on top of me and I can't actually get out anymore. So I'm gonna drive him to... He's gonna have to drive me into a wall and hope to... I'm gonna have... Just for that, guys, I accidentally managed to disconnect my microphone and I had to reconnect to keep recording this, so I'm going to have to restart the fight here. So yeah, once again I apologise for that. But yeah, there wasn't too much going on in the fight anyway, other than the fact that I ripped both its swords off. But yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to do again. And it wasn't too far into the fight, I believe, so it shouldn't be too bad to just restart the fight in total. Because it actually wasn't a game crash this time, and there wasn't a definitive winner, so it may as well just restart the fight. But yeah, honestly, just having so many problems with this at the moment. Not necessarily with the mod, but with the video at the very least. But yeah, hopefully it's still entertaining for you guys, so it doesn't really affect too much. But yeah, he's only got... Oh, nope, he's... Oh, nope, I thought he flipped me back over, but unfortunately he was not that kind to me. And... Oh wow, the other weapon just managed to get completely flipped off. But again, I'm in this situation where I can't actually get out of his grips. So yeah, unless it's a random spike there that's been possibly from him with one of these little spikes that are hanging up from the wedge. Because I believe there may be one missing. But yeah, at the moment, I'm going to have to tap out and give him the win there because, yeah, basically, it's probably going to happen for the rest of the episode. We got two heavyweights here. This looks like another vertical spinner, so this could be quite dangerous or maybe not so. No, it's going to be quite dangerous, I think. Actually, maybe not, because he's only using small battle axes. Nope, I should learn to watch my mouth, because now it's completely flipped me over. Definitely seems like the motors is pretty powerful, so yeah, he may just be able to throw me all around the arena. Not that it really matters about the throwing it apart, but the damage he can probably do. Yeah, he's got 4 battle axes, which are a lot bigger. I thought they were some of the small ones, but no, they seem to be some of the bigger ones. But yeah, I'm going to have to move to avoid the immobility count. Not that it's really going to matter, because again, this seems to just keep completely fucking me up. Yeah, some of my motors will probably be gone soon, possibly on wheels as well. Oh no, there's my top part, there's my top protection disc. And there's my wheel. That was something else. How many weapons I got? I got a bit, but not too many. Oh, no, actually, I've kept most of them, but doesn't really matter now. My wheels are completely gone. One of my motors is completely gone. My weapons are still intact, but now my underside's being attacked. I'm gonna have to turn off my spinning motors. Yeah, that was not a good fight for me. At least there was destruction there, so which is more you can really say about the other parts. Oh wow, that motor getting destroyed completely havoc him out, but he landed right in the top right area, so it doesn't really affect him in the end. He's just gonna keep attacking me. It doesn't really matter about the fact that I can't move whatsoever. I do rip off some of his battle axes out somehow, even though I got my weapons completely off at the moment. So yeah, he's now completely unstable. Although I'm being counted out, and I don't think I'm gonna bother with beating it, to be honest. I don't seem to be able to anyway. Nope, that's that fight done. You know, this is gonna be the last fight of this video, guys. This may be a 3-part episode, actually. Well, not a 3-part episode. Like, this may last maybe 3 episodes. Especially because these fights do quite tight. There's going to be quite a lot of fights in this episode, so this may take quite. I believe I've been recording for quite a long time, so unless it's just me because of all the problems that have been happening. But even then, like they've only lasted about 2 minutes in total. Looks like I'm up against. Seems like I'm up against the poker, but it also has like top armor. Don't have bottom armor, thankfully, but yeah, there's quite a lot of parts to rip off, but not being completely flipped over again. Yeah, as you can tell, in general, I'm probably going to have to get a lot better at this mod to actually compete with some of these robots. You know, I thought it'd actually be pretty good. This robot would actually be pretty good, but as I'm facing up against these robots, no, that's just turned out not to be the case. As you can tell, just parts are going off everywhere. I'm not sure if all of them from me. I believe some of them may be his, thankfully, but yeah, still, in general, I'm getting completely destroyed. Should I tap out or just let him keep going? It doesn't seem to be too much going on, so I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I apologize for all the technical difficulties, and I apologize for no career mode in this mod, but don't worry, career modes are still going to be happening for the other mods, so and the AI packs and everything. So let's just keep this all going. Let's just keep with this format for now, unless I don't know somehow don't decide to glitch out anymore. But yeah, like this is still pretty entertaining to me. So hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode where I continue on with some of these heavyweights in the next part. So I will see you